on this Monday morning. How are you guys? So we are starting a little earlier than I have been. This used to be my normal start time. This used to be my normal start time before I got more busy. I'm gonna try my best to get back to it. To like starting at 9 a.m. again. Because if I start at 9 a.m. instead of 9:30, then I have a whole hour instead of like half an hour to get ready for work. And I wasn't even starting on this. I was starting at like 9:45. I started really pushing it. But if I'm starting at 9 and ending at noon, that gives me time to prepare for tomorrow's stream to, you know, do all the cleanup after this stream, set up for tomorrow's stream so that it's all done. So I can like jump right in when it's time to stream tomorrow, when it saves more time for other things. And also I'm not rushing as much. So like, this is the goal. This is the goal. In theory, this is the ideal. To like, for morning streams, to start at 9 a.m. and end at noon. That is the ideal if I am managing my schedule right, which I often don't. But this is the ideal, and I'm glad I managed it this morning. Did manage to get up at 6 a.m. as well, and I did manage to go to bed before midnight. So we're doing pretty good in the last 24 hours, I'd say. We're doing pretty good in the last 24 hours. I did a few new things on my to-do list. I want to vacuum my car. I want to buy like a new bookshelf off the internet. So I have a ton of books, but my two bookshelves, my pink one and my white one, are completely full. You can see behind me. I know there's pony stuffed in them, but they're full, okay? They're full. And not that one. That one's not a bookcase. It's too small. That's a bedside table. That's different. But I want another bookcase. Really, the only space I have for it is in like this closet that we always called the Barbie closet because it's where the giant dollhouse is kept. It was always like a little playroom. The dollhouse is still there, but now it's used for storage. What kind of books do I fill my bookshelf with? All my childhood chapter books because I never got rid of them, and anything I bought as an adult. It's a bit of a hodgepodge. It's quite a hodgepodge of different books. But the space in there was cramped because that's where I also keep most of my fursuit. That's where I also keep most of my fursuit. So there's like a very specific spot that's currently taken up by a box. Do you guys know those rectangle-shaped boxes that used to hold like printer paper, maybe? Although that they seem a bit big for that. And they have those like tops, like the tops to the boxes. I don't know if you guys know the kind of boxes I'm thinking of. Which chapter books I had quite a few on horses. I was definitely always a horse girl. I had some Nancy Drew. I got from the library. I do have some Nancy Drew. What else do I have? I still have my old Harry Potter books. I mean, I already own them. I mean, no reason to get rid of them. I bought them before Rowling lost her shit. Let's see. Anything else interesting? It's really just a hodgepodge of different stuff from different authors. From here, I can see a couple Twilight books. I can see Nurse Matilda. I can see... Oh, wait, I got a lot of books about dogs. Too. I very much like dogs. Yeah, it's quite a hard... Oh, Junie B. Jones. I had a few Junie B. Jones. There's quite a bit. But there's not a lot of... But, like, what I'm saying is one of those, like, box tops, it's filled with, like, fancy rocks. With different rock specimens. But I think if I get, like, a very thin and kind of short bookcase, I can fit it in that space and at least fit, like, a few of my books. I also need a place to display those rocks, though, so there's probably a few different things I'll be buying. I know it's in the closet, so I won't see it very often, but I'd at least like somewhere to like store these things properly, you know? I want to vacuum my car. I do want to update the list of things I bring on vacation. I always use the same list, but like it doesn't list every single item that I bring as like a fursuit or a fursuit cleaning accessory. Because, you know, I store them all in the same place in the closet, so usually it's useful to like... It's possible to just, you know, bring everything because it's all in one spot. But I want to edit the list so that every single item is actually listed. A little more peace of mind. Did I ever miss anything? I think I forgot to bring a funnel. Cause I cleaned the inside of my fursuit with a mix of rubbing alcohol, like 1 part rubbing alcohol to 2 parts water. But when I'm mixing it can be a bit of a pain in the butt to get it in the spray bottle. So usually I'd bring a funnel to make it easier, but I forgot last time. So I like to add because because the funnel is just kept with like other house supplies. It's not kept with my pile of stuff to bring with fursuit, so that got forgotten. So I just want to list things out. Let's see who's here. Hi Nathan, hi Mike's, hi Rail Gamer, hi Drac, hi Plasma, hi Starfall, hi Glade Bloom. How is everyone? Let me sip some water. Hi Nicholas. I don't think, again, I'm certainly not going to be able to get everything on my to-do list done before I leave for like Sequestria Fest, because what's that, like a week and a little bit? Slightly under 2 weeks at this point. Are you asking, have I been to a furry con, or are you saying you have been to a furry con? I've been to one furry con. I've been to, what's it called? I went to Furpocalypse, which is a con which is a Halloween furry con in Connecticut, and I liked it. I wish I had enough vacation days and time to like go to more cons, because Furpocalypse was nice. I actually drove there, so like a full 3-hour drive. Very proud of myself for that. Hello, Delando. Pack your photo. I'll try to remember. I'm gonna add to like the packing list with all the things, so hopefully I'll remember everything. But yeah. Always so busy, but I'm hopeful to get some stuff done. My room is a lot cleaner than it was. So I always have Tuesdays off. So tomorrow I'm hoping to at least get like most things put away. Because right now there's just disparate items spread over my floor. So I'm hoping to get all the items on my floor put away. Pick up a couple of like My Little Pony figurines that have fallen onto the floor. Probably clean my bedside table. It's gotten all messy. Pick all the dirt and stuff off the floor because the floor has gotten dirty again. Which I'm annoyed by because I just cleaned it, but I guess when you're shuffling stuff around it happens. Pick stuff up off the floor. And then I'd end up choosing between making my bed, adjusting the stuffed animals on my other bed because they've become a mess, or like dusting some remaining places that are left to be dusted. So that would basically be the white bookshelf and a few shelves on the pink bookshelf. I may end up doing more than one of those things. It depends how much time I'll have tomorrow. Depends how much time I end up having. But a sad GalaCon is over. I did see your message. It's 3 p.m. in Germany. Your EP is food. You fly back home tomorrow. I mean, because your connection is canceled, so you get home on Wednesday instead. On Wednesday? Yikes. I know, post-con depression. I'm thankful enough that I don't experience that much post-con depression. But I know, like, it sucks ass to be having so much fun and then suddenly the fun is over. I wonder if there's something like cons can do to like reduce post-con depression. Because I know cons seem to end fairly early in the evening, you know? Like fairly early on. But like Sundays are definitely not full days. And they just seem to end so abruptly. Like I wonder if there's something they can do to like soften the blow a little bit. Because I remember last year's Cider Fest, there was like a watch along with Ellie Ray. In like the second floor lobby of like the G5 movie. So I wonder if like tiny things like that could help soften post-con depression for people to like kind of gradually wean them off the con instead of like suddenly cold turkey midway through the afternoon. You don't have shelves, the floor is pseudo shelf space. See, I like having a clean room, and I find a clean room like also benefits your mind and the way you think. Like, it really can affect you positively, so I definitely want to get things clean again. Alright, let's get into the game. Yay! Oh, and remember, chat, I did adjust the delay in game audio, like background music audio, and of course, and the whatchamacallit, and like the game capture, I adjusted the delay by another 90 seconds. Because my mic, even though I originally had both the microphone and the sounds and the gameplay adjusted by the same amount, it wasn't perfectly synced. The microphone was definitely still behind the actual game sounds. So I've upped everything by 90 seconds, because in my testing that seemed to make it match better. So you should notice as I sing along to stuff that my voice matches the sound better. Like, matches the timing better. But, like, let me know if something is off. Let me know if I, like, royally screwed up and something is off. Because I adjusted the sounds forwards 90 seconds so that it matches what I'm actually saying, like, timing-wise. And then I adjusted, you know, the game capture the same amount so it matches the new audio. So in theory, everything should be fine, but pay attention and let me know if anything is noticeably off if I fuck something up. But this is a change I'm meaning to make for a while. It's always really bothered me. You put up shelves, you need to maintain an echoless environment for your audio setup. I mean, I think the fact that I have carpeted floors and an irregularly shaped room and, like, 2 beds, one completely covered in blankets, the other completely covered in stuffed animals, I think that helps to absorb a lot of the echo in my room, which is why I can safely put up some harder furniture, you know? Like, all of that definitely helps. You were listening to me on YouTube while chatting on Twitch this whole time. Hey, if it works, it works. If it works, it works. Hi, Stelius. Cider Fest isn't for another couple months. It's Sequestria Fest I'm going to this month. I'm Maureen. Alright, let's get into the game. I like when I'm able to come up with a good yap subject before we get into a game. But yeah, pay attention to the sounds and the timing and let me know if anything seems wildly off. I could turn into like a pirate and pretend I'm in a Godzilla movie. No, I want accuracy. I'm here for accuracy. Okay, no mail. That's actually good. I love when it rains. Everything is so much more cinematic. Let me fly around and look around real quick. It's been a while since I did an integrity check, let's say, on the Ponyberg. Check for broken plants, random placed blocks, broken trees, etc. We did change the perms a while ago, so like random players shouldn't be able to place random blocks or break random things. They can still harvest crops, because that's kind of the point of the crops. You stop by to say hi or two more about day and you want to just like enjoy the last day. Hey, that's fair enough. Thanks for coming in. It's always good to see you here. Hi, Chief. Hi, Ivan. Stuffed animals are great for audio dampening, apparently. Because no one complains about echo, and like, I got a bunch of stuffed animals. Yeah, everything looking pretty normal here. Oh, you want to teleport? I mean, I'm just flying around the Ponyberg, my dude. There you go. Hi, Fire Splits. Hi, Ben. See, I don't know if you guys have actually noticed any better, like a better sync with my voice and the music yet. So you have to tell me if you notice anything, positive or negative. Everything looks intact. I'm doing pretty good, honestly. Looking forward to having tomorrow off, getting more stuff done. Interesting, somebody planted coral here. I guess it can stay. For now. I wonder why. Who put it there? Should I put coral in here? That's actually an interesting thought, adding coral to, like, the water in the Ponyberg. Because, like, it is kind of empty. It's not like, it wouldn't be natural, but it would look cool. I'll give it some thought. I'm going to file that away as a bullet point under possible projects to think about. Look up yourself, shoulder bit hurty, but you'll live. Oof. Let's take ibuprofen together. Just got up too? Yeah, so in best case scenario, streaming 9 a.m. to noon in mornings when I have work in the afternoons is like is the ideal, because it gives me more time to do stuff after stream before I go into work. I haven't been making that ideal for quite a while, but at least I managed it today, and I hope to keep this up. The server limit your max health because the Pegasus is even missing a heart. Yep. Pegasus, I have one less heart. Oh, hang on, I like this part of the song. How's today been so far? Pretty good. Got up at 6 a.m., went to bed before midnight, streamed at 9 a.m. Pretty dang good. Gonna rewind slightly. I like that part of the song. I'll inherit the earth as it was meant to be. Yeah. Ponyberg looks quite good. Gonna check over there. Over and over will I break? When will I break? When will I finally break? When will I finally break? Whoop! Fell out of the sky. My flight must have run out. Oh, Glade, yeah, you covered like the whole area around here in flowers. Very pretty. And like a square of pink petals. Very nice. It's a standard integrity and griefing check. Hang on. No, not that button. Which button is it? Nope, not that one. There it is. Oh, F8. Oh. Oh, it doesn't like that. It does not like that. It does not like the overlay. Oh, dear. It does not. I've never had this issue with the overlay before. Whoop. Let's try that again. Aqua Girl, that's a new one. Oh boy, okay, the game. Something about the game does not like my overlay. The slight overlay usually does not. I have never had the overlay cause this much lag before. I'm trying to turn it off. Oh, here we go. We're fine. Okay, I guess we're fine now. Oh. Okay, I guess we're fine now. I don't know why we weren't fine earlier, but we're fine now. I just wanted to check the lighting because orange means mobs can spawn, green means you're fine. This was looking lit up, so just wanted to be sure. What if I turn it? Okay, now I can turn it on and off without it crashing. I have no idea what just happened before. Might have been compiling shaders. The shaders would affect it? How do the shaders interact with a simple mod that's supposed to show you with colors like what blocks can spawn mobs? Yes, I was lagging. I was well aware of that. Start growing a few flowers and keep going. Makes sense. My model is lagging a bit. Yeah, sometimes. It probably means it was taxing my GPU. I mean, because, like, remember, the stream and the game and my model are all running on the same GPU. It's a 3070, so it's got a fair bit of juice, but, like, it's not infinite. So when one starts chugging, it might cause other things to chug, including my model. Couldn't say, just throwing that out there as a guess. Fair enough. You take naproxen, it lasts longer? I can't say I've ever heard of naproxen. What is that? It's okay with your browser? None of this has anything to do with my browser, Ivan. I'm not, I have a browser open, but there's nothing to do with it. I just turned on my overlay that shows light levels and it lagged the game. I don't know what you're referencing. Essentially a leave, it's an NSAID like ibuprofen, but it lasts for 12 hours. Huh. Kind of fancy. You also need to order that 9070 XT or whatever recommendation is. I've thought about upgrading, but if I like upgrade my GPU, I'll probably have to upgrade other things. And also, like, if I upgrade other settings, I probably have some things downloaded, like, specifically to work with my 3070. So if I suddenly upgrade, are things just gonna break? And I'm gonna have to, like, go on a treasure hunt to figure out what exactly has broken? Alright, so I was working on covering trees last time, that's right. I had, like, denoted this area to be filled in. Let's get to work. You said my furry side messing with my stream? No, that's not what I said. It was an overlay. Why are you singing A Whole New World, Maureen? I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you let your heart decide? Depending on how long you've had a computer, you may need to redo your thermal paste and thermal pads. When that wears out, doesn't work, it's going to cause you overheat, and when it does, the computer will throttle itself back to protect itself. Oh no, I have a solution to that. You're probably going to throttle me for this. So my computer has this weird issue, and it's had this problem for years, that if I tax it too much, it will completely shut off. Like if I try to stream most games, it will completely shut it off. And I figured out it's a heating issue. My computer just overheats and it shuts itself off to a black screen to protect itself. But I have a solution. So I have the case open, and I have a room circulator fan propped up on some books, pointed directly into the casing. And for the past few years, as long as I remember to turn the fan on, my computer doesn't overheat. Hey, the most permanent salute. What was that saying? The most permanent solutions are temporary ones? Or something like that? Look, it works, okay? My computer's cooling doesn't work correctly, so pointing an air circulator fan into the open casing fixes the problem 100% of the time, so why would I change? Works perfectly, and you can't even hear it because I have noise cancellation on my mic. I see no downsides here. So in theory, no throttling because no overheating because I already have the fan. So killing two birds with one stone. What's awful said, and for the GPU, which is probably simple as a driver upgrade, you might have to clean and install it to force out any bad settings. Well, it's also things like, I believe my noise cancellation is through NVIDIA, which uses my GPU, and I had to install something specifically for, like, and I had to, like, select which GPU I had. So there are like different programs that I might be forgetting because I set them up so long ago that I might have to update separately for a new GPU, and it just sounds like a potential pain in the butt. You only recently built a new PC a few months ago. Yes, I know what that means. I know what RAM is. I know what 64 gigabytes RAM is. That's what I have. So at least that's not an issue. I know, computer stuff can really feel complicated, Polar Plays. I think you could figure it out, though. I don't think it's nearly as complicated as some people make it out to be. Like, you can break it down to basic components. Hi, Emil. Versus a CPU model, I see. Tons of dedicated wham. You want 256 gigabytes of RAM? That's a thing? That's a thing? People do that? I thought 64 was like the standard conventional limit. The frick? Because like it would be 4 sticks of RAM with 16 RAM each. Like I would have thought that would be the standard norm. Gotta fix this tree. Someone fucked it up. Start here. Alright, we need more leaves. Do I have some on me? Birch leaves. There we go. 256 gigabytes, absolutely overkill unless you're like running a server. There's 6 of RAM that are 128 gigs apiece. Really? Can those just be plugged into any old computer, or do they have like specific specific requirements? And how much do they cost? Motherboards right now can handle that much, so the AM5 one, AMD's current model has electrical issues. Ew. See, that's what I'm afraid of, like attempting to upgrade, and then it turns out what I upgrade to you is just, so was secretly shitty all along because quality control seems to decrease all the time. That's what I'd really be, that's something else to be afraid of. See, nothing can go wrong if I just don't upgrade anything ever. What do you mean I need a new phone because the power button doesn't work? No, I'll just keep getting screen replacements every time the screen breaks, and I can turn on double tap to turn on. I don't need a new phone. I can just keep getting the old one fixed. I'm sure there's server class RAM sticks that are bigger though, man. You need to have a motherboard that's capable for taking DDR5, and 126 gigs of gaming is a little excessive. And unfortunately with DDR5, when you get larger amounts of RAM like that, it actually becomes a bit unstable. Unstable in what way? So, like, is 64 enough for everything I could conceivably need? Like, even streaming and running a VTuber model and running a game? Like, is that just as much as I'll ever really need for, like, anything I could conceivably be doing? Yes, I was talking about Harry Potter earlier. I brought it up, like, very shortly because someone asked what was in my bookcase. And I said I have all my old Harry Potter books because there's no reason to get rid of them. And I bought my family bought them a long time ago before Rowling went crazy. I don't want to talk about Harry Potter too much on this channel because, again, Rowling doesn't really deserve the attention or the potential traffic. It'll crash Windows. Really? I wonder why. Too much RAM can starts to get unstable and can start to cause crashes. That's crazy. My previous you think I'll be fine. Maybe more VRAM GPU upgrade though. I do think the GPU is like the main thing that could possibly be holding me back. Because I would love to have like a fancy, because like if we hit F3, oh, actually getting some pretty good frames out here. Yeah, we're getting some pretty decent frames out here. In the Ponyberg, my frames tanked. They used to be a lot worse, though. They used to be a lot worse. But still, it would be like the dream to have a super powerful GPU and be able to just run like Minecraft with like the highest possible shaders and like maximum render distance and without like having it sit at a beautiful 60 FPS even while streaming and even while running a VTuber model. Like that would be the dream, but I've thought about it for years. But honestly, the inconvenience just seems like too much to want to bother with. The inconvenience just seems like too much to actually make the switch, especially since Like, this is fine 99.9% of the time. You were trying to download a virus, an antivirus, because somebody else used your computer and it was lagging. Alright, make sure it's a legitimate antivirus and that you're not downloading an antivirus that is actually a virus itself. Don't go downloading random ones. Make sure it's a reputable one, and make sure you're downloading it from its actual website and that you haven't gone to a scam page. You file for mod development and use a case for that much RAM. I've never actually seen the Owl House, but I know a lot of people love it, and I'm sure if I was, like, still regularly watching Disney Channel or Disney XD, I'm sure I would have really gotten into it. I mean, you mentioned Harry Potter because I mentioned it, and then you brought it up again, and then I mentioned why maybe we shouldn't talk about it too much besides the casual mention. So the YouTube commenter Windows comes with its own Windows Defender. Yeah, Ivan, you may not need to download an additional antivirus. Windows already comes with Windows Defender, which does a pretty good job. I do also have Norton, despite all the pop-ups it does, because my dad's paying for it, because we've used Norton for like a decade or two. So I'm getting basically free Norton from my dad's subscription. So I figure I might as well keep using it. Like, there's no reason to not use it. But I have heard people say that Windows Defender is pretty decent and you don't necessarily need an additional antivirus these days. Think you may be a nerd? Oh, me too, bro. Me too. Really have nightmares about someone remoting into your computer and screwing with your system. Never saw how the house. Either heard it's worth a watch. It definitely had a lot of love, and people were fucking pissed when it was canceled. I remember the absolute meltdown on Tumblr. People were pissed. And I think Disney realized their mistake afterwards. But oh well, it was too late, you dumb fucks. You just have tried to download a game? And why did you say... But you said you were trying to download Aether Antivirus. Is it a game called Aether Antivirus? Or is Avast a game? Did you try to download a game called Avast and you ended up with a virus instead, and that's why you were trying to download an antivirus? Was it canceled? Yeah, Disney pulled the plug on it. Disney pulled the plug on it before what would probably have been a more natural conclusion. No one doesn't have a good reputation. I know that, and I implied that. I mean, it works as an antivirus provider. It's not like they're skiving on that part. It's just that they give you a lot of pop-ups to try to get you to upgrade, which can be annoying. Like the Biome, it's not an unreliable antivirus. It does what it's supposed to. It just does other things as well that you probably don't want it to do. It's like because I'm getting it for free from my dad's subscription, I see no reason to like not be using it because it's just an additional benefit. Avast is an antivirus, but it's not recommended. So like, why did you say you were downloading a game? So Avast is an antivirus. So I don't know why you said you were downloading a game. But Ben Weir is saying it's not recommended. So maybe look into a different one or just use Windows Defender. Try not to jump in front of my screen, Chief. It gets slightly annoying. Like, try not to be like right in front of my face. Like, just be vaguely in the shadows and the peripherals and in the middle distance. Pretend you're a cryptid. You might already be doing that. If I get rid of notes, it's going to open up a whole lot of resources in your computer and it's going to run faster. Now, I don't believe it's going to make that much of a difference. I really don't believe it's going to make that much of a difference. I'm sure uninstalling anything that's running in the background would make some difference, but I'm not sure I believe it's going to make a massive difference. No, okay, Ivan. You just said because installing the game required installing antivirus from the was a torrent. No, anything that's a torrent is definitely like you. So what happened is you tried to pirate a game. No. Then like if you're trying to download a game and the game says it needs an antivirus, that's a scam. Do not uninstall all of that. No, like, dude, don't download pirated games in general. You tried to download a pirated game, like, that's just a giant red flag. If you're trying to download a pirated game and it says you need to install an antivirus to install it, like, stop everything. Like, I refuse to encourage any sort of piracy, unless, like, there is no way to buy the game legally. Then, I mean, what the fuck you gonna do? But bro, no, uninstall everything it told you to install. Uninstall everything. That was not a legitimate version of the game. Like, if you really want the game, maybe look into buying it legally. I feel bad. This is a villager and it's burning. But, like, see, that's why you don't wanna, that's a one big reason that installing pirated games is a problem. You definitely gave yourself a virus for that, especially since you said your computer slowed down after that. You definitely gave yourself a virus. Use actual Windows Defender to get rid of it, and do your best to uninstall everything you can manually. But yeah, you definitely got. You gotta be... I can't make you do anything. First of all, number one, I wouldn't recommend pirating or torrenting games at all, unless it's physically impossible to like, buy the game legally. In which case, it's kind of understandable. But even then, you need to be super, super careful. And two, even if you are doing it, because obviously I can't stop you, if it says you have to download something else to download the game, it's a scam. Like, stop everything. You like doing horror games? Well, you got your... Oh, you're a different person. I don't like horror games. I'm not a fan. Oh, there was a hydrate? Alright, I was too busy yapping to see it. But yeah, you definitely gave yourself a virus, Ivan. Use Windows Defender and get rid of all that shit. Most antivirus software these days use an unnecessarily large amount of resources. As long as you're not visiting sketchy sites and clicking on every pop-up, you should be good without one. I prefer to have the peace of mind. I prefer to have the peace of mind of something. I'd prefer to be over-prepared than under-prepared. You're talking to the girl with about a billion different ad blockers and anti-tracker things. Like, you have any idea how many browser extensions I have? I'm too far gone. I'm too far gone. Hi, Blackjack. Alright, hydrate. Sippy time. See, I can't control what you guys are doing. But I do prefer, at least for myself, if possible, I like to have physical copies of games. Like, I do feel somewhat morally uncomfortable, like, playing a game. Like, even if it's not sold, like, at a store, online or at a store anymore. If I can find a used copy, I'll go for that instead. I'm kind of a stickler for the morality of these kinds of things, and it's my personal opinion that I just prefer to actually legally own a game if it's at all possible. If it's not possible, then I'll look into going to, like, an abandonware website. But if it's at all possible, even if I have to buy a secondhand version of a game off eBay, I do greatly prefer and feel way more comfortable owning a game legally. Use a pair of extensions there and they work for the most part. Yeah, I use a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see, how many things? I have like two different HTTPS enforcers. It's like, it's everywhere. I have Privacy Badger. There's like a DuckDuckGo one, Decentralized, Ghostery. I have Nauseum, Disconnect. I have like Port Authority. It keeps websites from like scanning your ports. I've added a lot of stuff over the years. Well, if I'm buying a game secondhand, I'm like, I'm not giving it, well, then I'm not giving it to the money to the original developers, but I still feel like morally wishy-washy even then about pirating, so I do try to like get it secondhand if I can't get it new. Physical copies are underweighted for real. What was that, Redeem? Stretch? Alright, I'll stretch. I was wondering if they Transformers soundtrack in 2010s can't buy them anymore since they removed from all digital storefronts. Licensing agreements between Hasbro and Activision, and it's a poop point for games. Oof. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely a fan of physical media. Stretch left, stretch right, stretch backward. Exactly. I'm a stabby pirate, not a game pirate, you sillies. What's going on here? I'm gonna seal that up. Hang on. Do I have dirt? I do. You wouldn't download a horse. Good luck finding them on eBay. Remember the old DVD pirate? Shouldn't be caught stealing. Why would you pirate? Yeah, vaguely. I mean, I think I've seen it more on the internet of people memeing it or like talking about it than I did on actual DVDs. Joke's on you, you're technically downloading a horse right now. I guess you are streaming and my image is here. Like you're streaming the video to your computers. I wish you the best of luck, Chief. Of Chex Mix? It's been a while since I had it, but I don't recall disliking it. Is Chex Mix like that hiking mix, or is it like a cereal? Chex Mix is like a cereal, right? If it's a cereal, I don't recall particularly disliking it, but I don't recall it being my favorite. If it's like a hiking mix, like when you put like a bunch of stuff and M&Ms together in a bag to munch while you're hiking. I mean, it had M&Ms in it, so I thought that was pretty good. Both? Okay, well, I just gave my opinions on both, so. Looks so pretty. The guy that made the original anti-pirating video used a font he didn't legally purchase. That's funny. take quite a while, isn't it? I wouldn't download a font. I mean, you can download some fonts. You can download fonts. There's literally websites for that. I'm trying to load one of my favorite websites, but it's not loading. Here's a website I've used before. Yeah, over 40,000 free fonts. You can just download straight to your computer. You get a lot of cool ones there. Am I gonna sing ponies with weapons? Lesbian ponies with weapons? Because that song was epic. I usually do it every stream, but the song has to come up first. The playlist is like remixed. Then people use Google's get repository for their fonts. I mean, usually on a program, like I'll use whatever it provides me. But in this circumstance, like I use that website, I was looking for a particular font. Have you guys ever noticed on most of my stuff, I use one specific font? Like on Twitter announcements or anything else where I'm creating something with text. Like my stream announcements or like my shorts, like the subtitles there. I always try to use the same font. Now, just like that's a strategy you can use to make a particular uncommon font like a part of your brand. So people will start to like subconsciously associate it with you. So it'll help people tell at a glance that, oh, this is something this person made. That's something I've tried to do, and I downloaded that font from that site. So in a circumstances like that, those websites are quite useful. Constellation Cradle? Do you mean my like sky here? It is very pretty. Hey, I'm gonna rewind the music a little bit. I want to hear that part. Hang on. I want to hear the part with Shelly the android lobster. We gotta listen to Shelly. One, two, three. I'll be who I wanna be. I'll be who I wanna be. Down in Creature City. Down in Creature City. Huh? Oh dang! We got a Trover raid! Hello, Deny #1! Hell yeah! We so rarely get Trover raiders! What a nice surprise! How you guys doing? What are you guys up to on stream? I'm being shot. Hang on, let me do with these skeletons. Hope you guys had a good stream. Pew! 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 Raiders from the Trove. Indeed. Indeed. Trovo so rarely gets traffic. So it's a very nice surprise. Oh, let's fix this. This tree's busted. No, wait. That was fine without it. I've done something silly. It didn't need these. It was a perfectly acceptable tree. We'll stop playing snow in the year 2027. I think we're gonna finish significantly before that. I did get an idea early in the stream of what project to run after this. Well, there was also stuff over there I also could have covered in snow. But like that's Future Passion's problem. But I also thought about what if we put some coral in the waters around the Ponyberg. It might look cool. Because we already have like the sea cucumbers for lighting reasons. But like, yeah, that would be interesting. And I think that's like a firm pin in it as a potential future project. You know, Violet Pony's music? Me too! That's why it's in my playlist. Also because, like, it doesn't get copyright claimed. Except on Facebook. It always seems to get claimed on Facebook. I don't know why. It's fine on Twitch, it's fine on YouTube, but it always gets claimed on Facebook. Thankfully, I only have to press, like, one button, and I'm able to get the sound back. But, like, it's so odd, because she says specifically she doesn't submit her stuff for copyright claiming, so I guess it's some sort of automatic Facebook claim. Because I tried to send her an email about it, but she never replied. So I wonder if I went to, like, straight to spam. Which is fair, she probably gets a lot of email. What was wrong with that cool little animation earlier? Went way too fast, you couldn't see what it was. What do you mean what was wrong with it? There was nothing wrong with it. That was my like notifications animation. Like that was my alert for like if there was a raid. It's the same animation. It's the exact same animation regardless of what's being alerted. I just hold up a different item. There's nothing wrong with it. It lasted the same amount as like all the other ones do. It was an alert. It's not supposed to stay on screen forever. It shows up for a few moments so you can see it and read, oh, there's been a thing, and then it goes away. I wouldn't really call it an algorithm. I think that Violet Pony at some point, for some reason, like, submitted, like, her songs to Facebook, so Facebook knows that these are her songs. And without Violet's direct instruction, Facebook automatically detects when her music appears and stuff, and scolds you. That's my best wild theory guess for why it keeps happening. You're working on a novel lately? You almost know it's chapter 2. Now, is it like a novel, as in something you're gonna release? Or is it more like a fan fiction? That you'd post somewhere like FemFiction or fanfiction.com or AO3 or Wattpad or like a different fandom-specific fanfiction website. Is a rough and stormy sea. Baby, that's me. If someone wrote a fanfiction about me and it was just jokes about the rubber room, I think that'd be a complete waste. Personally, I think my lore and my character could lead to much more interesting stories than that. Hi, Denai. Thanks for the raid earlier. What were you up to on stream? I hope you had fun. No reason to say you're bad. I'm just, like, asking. Like, is it a novel you're planning to publish, or is it closer to, like, a fan fiction? Sinister to draw blood for it. The future is now. The torch is lit. We all falling so deeply. Can we coexist? How can I have faith that a flower will be missed? Spread your wings, don't look back. Fly into the sun. Only then can we become fully undone. The future is nice. The past still embrace. Your here is chapter of nothing but the repeated rambles of Blue Water Horse. Well, there are a lot of rambles to pick from after these last few years. Literally hours and hours and hours of rambles to choose from. Hundreds of hours. My hoof's asleep. My clicking hoof is falling asleep. Hang on. Shake it out. Ugh. Well, good luck with that, Terminator. Sounds like a very ambitious project. Make sure you get an editor. It's very important to have an editor if you're going to publish something. To help you patch up, like, plot holes and, like, help you with grammar mistakes and, like, spelling and stuff. Good luck writing it, and make sure to get an editor if you really, really, really want to publish this someday. I'm checking something real quick. You're having trouble finding Follow the Quest Remains on Steam? I mean, it's on I just googled Follow the Quest Remains, and it's showing up on several different places. Like itch.io, JitLab, Newgrounds. Questia Gaming, like, it's showing up in a lot of places. Oh, it still needs Flash Player. Well, you can get browser extensions that add Flash Player back. There are totally browser extensions you can get, like Ruffle or other things, that add Flash Player back. You also came up with the word they-friend. It's like the boyfriend and girlfriend for those whose pronouns are they, them. I always like date mate. Because you have boyfriend, girlfriend, and then date mate. I know, I always liked date mate. Boyfriend, girlfriend, and date mate. I just thought I just think it's really cute. Hi, Timulator. Good luck on your project. sure your front lawn is full. Yeah. Yeah. Bye, shit, bye. Hydrate, I'll hydrate. And it's not this game what you're trying to do. You're trying to find Fallout Equestria Remains. I literally Googled what you typed in chat. I literally Googled Fallout Equestria Remains. Like, I literally searched that on Google. I searched exactly what you said, and that's what came up, my man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, thank you, Glade Bloom. Please do pull it up. There we go. You should be. There you go, Ivan. That's the link right there. Free-to-play game on Steam. Maybe it's because it's named FOE Remains. And maybe when you were searching for it, you typed out Fallout Equestria. But there it is. There you go, Ivan. Don't you go getting viruses again, okay? There's a legit Steam page for it. I missed a bunch of chat messages. Let me scroll back up a little bit. Yeah, exactly, because it's labeled FOE Remains. That's why you're having trouble. That's what I thought. Thank you, Gothling. Yeah, I've definitely heard DateMate before. I don't think everyone uses it, but I've heard it used. Trying to fake it. Hi, Big Gamer. It's your choice, Gothling. It'll be between you and them what you end up calling them, whether it's DateMate or otherwise. Syndrome. It is a nice song. Ever play Stick RPG 2? I have not. I love this song too, Sky. Violet Pony just makes bangers. My favorite doesn't matter, no, it just won't help. I've been crying all alone in my feather bound hill. For a second I was laid all beside myself. I'm a victim of protagonist syndrome. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, a tree was cut down here at some point, so let's get rid of these extraneous leaves. That looks garbage. I'm stressing. I could have left that. But I still can't help myself. I just don't know how to tell you. It's not the same as it used to be. Only you can feel my racing heart, heart, heart. Heart, heart, heart. You tell me, feel free to smile. Ooh. Hi, Super Torn. I triggered you, assistant. Oops. Well, good for you, Gothling. I'm happy for you. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow.
You decide not to be lame anymore? Give me a call.
Flashlight's your favorite pony? Cool. I've always been a Twilight Sparkle stan myself. I triggered your Google Assistant. Lol. Because I said Google? Hey, Google! Look up pictures of puppies! Did I do it again? Hi, Kirby Bot. My stand is the friendship is magic. Would I have just a My Little Pony base stand? I feel like we could have one that's a little more personalized than that, because a lot of people are into ponies. I mean, I wouldn't say no to it, but like, I feel like we could get fancier than that. Hey Google, play the Smile Song by Pinkie Pie. Oh, this tree's fucked. Let's unfuck it. I'd have been Kaioken sandwiches, Hierophant green. I don't know what that means. Will you enlighten? It's a water-based stand. Ah. If it's water-based, why is it green? Why is it not blue? What does the Hierophant have to do with it? It's emerald green? If it's water, why isn't it like aquamarine blue? Instead of emerald green. Like you hear water and you think blue. This tree is fucked too. Why are so many of the trees fucked? Now let me deal with this frickin' creeper. There we go. Trees all better. Pretty cool that there's a My Little Pony mod for Minecraft. Yeah! I would be honest, if you look hard enough, there's probably a My Little Pony mod for most games. There's probably a My Little Pony mod for most games. Like, the fandom has been around for so long and there's so many nerds in it that there's probably My Little Pony mods for most games if you know where to look. Stupid creeper. Let me get rid of this Zombo. He looks annoying. You got him. Okay. Can you stop existing? It did trigger. I love when YouTubers do that accidentally. It's funny and awesome. New to the fandom, got into the show about 2 years ago. Really? It's always cool to see new people. I'm not an OG fan, but I'm still a really early fan. I got into the show in summer 2012 during the hiatus between seasons 2 and 3. So I wasn't there at the very beginning when the show started in 2010, but I was still a very early fandom adopter. I've been there so long I couldn't separate, I just couldn't separate My Little Pony from my personal identity. It's been such a huge part of my life for so long. So I just stayed as a horse when it was time to become a VTuber. I used the same horse I've been representing myself on the internet with for years. Just turned her into a VTuber and bam. This is me now on the internet. So dream of a world made only shades of blue. So much blue, dabba dee da boo die, daboo dee da boo die, daboo dee da boo die. Is that what you mean? Was it time you left the fandom for a while? Oh, I don't think you ever leave the fandom. You just don't actively engage with it. Like, I feel like unless you've started to actively dislike the show and avoid it, you haven't left the fandom, you've just stopped engaging with it. That's my philosophy anyway. You dislike the fandom, okay, then yeah, you probably would fall under you would fall under potentially left the fandom. It's semantics, a case for semantics. We kill these skeletons before they get set on fire and then set me on fire. I heard you. Oh, that was just you. I thought there was a zombo sneaking up on me. Late 2016, early 2017. It's always wild to me, like, hearing people joining the fandom so early. Like, it's so hard for me to imagine the fandom experience, like, starting later. Ah, that tree's fucked too. We gotta fix it. You got to stay up school one time? Could you sit up all night watching MLP? Really? I don't think my parents ever would have let me do that. That's crazy. There we go. Successful tree repair. I missed a bunch of chat messages. Hang on. What are you thinking going to be dressed as this year for Halloween? Probably nothing. Honestly, because there's no Halloween parties for me to get invited to. And I don't go trick-or-treating, so there's no reason to have a Halloween costume because there's no one to show it to. So, unfortunately, probably nothing. Unfortunately, probably nothing. You were in the pony fandom in 2005 with G1 being your first MLP content. Really? And then you like graduated to like G4 later. That's interesting. You knew of MLP, but you didn't interact with it until like you got into it in like 2016. See, what happened with me was, you know, it was like summer 2012. I was on summer vacation. I was 14 years old. And in one room, we had like two computers. We had like the big family computer, and then I had like my own little laptop. And my sister was watching what I know now is Canterlot Wedding, which was of course the season 2 finale and the most recent episode. She was watching it on like the family computer, and I was trying to watch over her shoulder, and she got annoyed at me and told me to go watch it myself. And so I did. I went into the other room onto my laptop, and I put it on, and I liked it. And then, like, you know, there were other pony videos, and I started watching those. And then there was like a video, like say it was. I didn't even remember what video it was specifically. I don't know if I'd even know it if I saw it. It was basically a video explaining what bronies are, and I was like, "What's a brony?" And I clicked on it, and like it immediately clicked with me. Because I'd always felt like, because I have ADHD and autism, and like I always had socialization problems, I always felt like a bit of an outcast. And to see a group of people that kind of proudly announced they were outcasts because they liked My Little Pony, like that really resonated with where I was in my life then. And I basically made it my entire personality for my entire rest of my middle school and high school life. I was just that My Little Pony girl. I was just the girl who liked My Little Pony. It was like my entire personality for many years. then at that point, I dived down the rabbit hole. Watched all of seasons 1 and 2 in like these big compilations on YouTube. They probably have been long since taken down, but that's how I experienced seasons 1 and 2. Giant bootlegged like compilations on YouTube. It was so special and magical back then. Like, I had no idea, because, like, of course no fandom is ever perfect. But I never really saw the bad stuff, you know? I was so blissfully ignorant and truly believed in, like, only the goodness and, like, the joys of the fandom. Like, that was such a time. That was such a nice time. Like, ignorance really is bliss. I just had fun and only knew about the good of the fandom. I didn't really hear about much else for years and years. Those were some really, really good years. Does my sister still like it? I wouldn't say she dislikes it, but she's definitely outgrown it. She's definitely outgrown it. I'm reading messages I missed. Before your main nature, you do want to explore the others? Definitely. At Everfree Northwest, I actually went to a panel that talked about G2. Because everyone talks about G1 and G3 because they had their own TV shows. But G2 didn't have anything like that. They basically had a toy line and then like one video game. They actually played the video game at the end of the panel. It was not particular. It was. Let's just say it was interesting. Let's just say it was interesting. It was really cool to learn about like G2, which almost nobody really talks about because it didn't have a TV show. There was also a panel that talked about the other generations in general, but I didn't go to that one because I already knew a bit about G1 and G3. I haven't actually seen G5. I've watched the G5 movie, but I've never actually found the time to see the rest of G5. Like, I'm kind of just a legacy fan. Like, I'm not a fan because I continue to watch the show. I'm a fan because I've always been a fan since I was 14 years old, and I'm 27 now. And that, when at such a formative age, that was just cemented so hard into my identity that regardless of if or if not I see any pony stuff in the future, that's just part of me now. You know? See, other messages I missed. Hi, Skylar, the fan collector. If the wedding is your favorite finale, it's definitely a classic, and it introduced a lot of new stuff that propagated in the fandom for years and years, like the changelings. You got into MLP from the memes from season 1. Hi, Catman. Can you talk about other streamers on my channel and leave me a link to check them out? Probably not, honestly. Number one, even if you're telling me about them just for my benefit, I genuinely don't barely have the free time to watch the creators that I currently like, much less be introduced or try to take a chance on anyone new. And second of all, if you're being complimentary about other streamers, it feels a little bit like advertising. Oh, I need more leaves. Like, it would kind of bother me to have someone espousing the great things that someone else is doing on my stream. Because what if theoretically someone leaves to watch that person instead? It's just not really done. A lot of your MLP knowledge actually came from Watch Pony. Hello. Hi, Peggy. Need to see if I have more leaves. The moment if I vibe with this is my life now. Yeah, I haven't focused on it incredibly hard for so many years. that like eat. Why are you fucking slurping down there? Do you mind? I am trying to yap. I just hyper-focus on it so hard for just such a long period of time. Shut up! That even now that I don't engage with the actual show much anymore, it's still ingrained so deeply in me that it's not something I could really ever let go. What's up, Susan Empire? Most of modern ponytubers brought you in. I have to thank Nini for bringing me up in what you think was a repost on Twitter of one of my posts. Oh, really? Oh, she wouldn't be here. I wonder if it was that commission I got from her. Because way back when, a couple years ago, I did get a commission from her. Piggy, would you knock it off, you motherfucker? But like, I think I did get a commission from Nini to draw my horse, so I wonder if it was that. Too often tends to get ignored by fans other than collectors. You really like G5, you love Izzy. I've been told before that I sound like Izzy. Like, I've been told before that I actually sound a bit like Izzy, which is interesting. Like, I half wonder if I should try to sound more like her and then, like, apply for voice acting in fan projects. If people really think that. Hi, Blix. Yes, it is a horsey horse who's a wild horse. Did I know FIM turns 15 years in October? Shut your face! Shut your face! I refuse to comprehend this information. Shut your face! I refuse to comprehend this information. No. No. Final question was such a favorite thing to read. It was so long. I remember, I think, reading it on the original Google Doc back in the day when it first came out. Like in 2012 or 2013. Super Torn, thanks for the follow. I don't think G5 is hated. No. G5 is not hated. There's a lot of people who love G5. I would certainly not say that it's hated. I think it is unfairly criticized and disliked by more people than because people's G5 isn't G4 and people have unrealistic expectations. But there's way too many people who love G4 for it to be truly hated, in my opinion. That's a good teleport sound? I mean, that was picked by the server, not by me. But it is nice. As a Pegasus teleport and use magic, it's server magic. I borrow from it. Apple and milk be big, you're not gonna like. God damn it, Piggy! Bye, Chief! See you later! Have a good therapist appointment. First family you got your teeth into was My Little Dashie. I never actually read My Little Dashie. I saw basically the audiobook version of it on YouTube where somebody like read it. That video was a motherfucking staple. Oh my god. That was insane. Well, the question is now in the Library of Congress. Gosling, everything is in the Library of Congress. That's how the Library of Congress works. Every single book published in the United States and every single version of it must have a copy submitted to the Library of Congress. Every single book published in America. So it doesn't matter how big File Equestria was, it was published as an actual book, so legally it had to have a copy of Fallout Equestria. Bye, Super Torrent. Have a nice day. I think it did. I think that they canceled it too early. It was starting to do its own thing. It just wasn't given enough time to grow. Do I have birch leaves in here? I do. Okay, good. I'm gonna grab 2 stacks. Ever see the live action adaptation? It's been the live action adaptation of what? Or are you making jokes about how people said there was going to be a G4 adaptation? I'm still not going to believe that's real. an opinion where I can believe that's real. Not until I actually hear it directly from Hasbro. Notice, we haven't actually heard anything directly from Hasbro. It's all been second or third hand. Oh, live action, my little Dashie? No! I had no idea that was a thing. What the hell? Really? Sending it to me. Damn. I kind of like stopped engaging with the fandom as much. Not too long after the show ended, mostly because there was no more show, which means there was less content coming out to engage with. And also at that point I was an adult working a full-time job, and I'd missed a lot of the episodes of season 8 and 9 when they came out because I was working that full-time job on weekends. But when I wanted to become a VTuber, like, I knew it couldn't be anything else except horse. I had been this profile picture for so long. I couldn't be anything else, and so that's when I started drifting back in. Storm XF3, is that the person who always does like those live action pony things I used to see? I am become horse. Eater of grass. Alright, thanks, Piggy. I'm gonna be honest, full disclosure, no promises I'm actually gonna have the free time to watch it, but I do appreciate you sending it to me. Your first and only job a few months before G4 ended. I had been out of school and working through season 8 and season 9, which is again like why I completely missed some of those later episodes. Because they always showed up on Saturday, and all the previous times, you know, I'd been in school, so I had Saturdays off, so I'd always catch them live. But now I was working almost every single Saturday, so I never was able to catch them live anymore, and some I just never caught up on. Kind of stunk, and I think that was one of the main reasons I started drifting away before I came back later. Just real life got in the way. Bye, Ivan. Have a nice day. Good luck with the virus situation. I hope you get that cleared up. Life be living. I was gonna say something and then I forgot it. If there was something I wanted to say, it was like on the tip of my brain, and then I got distracted and I didn't say it. Oh, I remember what it was. Trust me, I know from experience how long Minecraft projects can take. I know what I was gonna say. It's nice to see that the fandom is still growing. Like, despite there not being an active series going on, you still see people joining the fandom. Like, there are new people coming in. Like, people always say, oh, the ponies will slowly die off over the years, but no. There are new people coming in. Like, did you see Everfree Northwest had an amazing year? There were 2,000 people at Everfree Northwest. Like, that was nuts. Like, the fandom is growing again. It did shrink for a few years, but I would 100% say that the fandom is growing again. It may never reach the glory days of, like, the golden age when it was at its peak in the early to mid 2010s. Unless, of course, there's another show that, like, picks up a new audience on the level with G4. It can never be G4 because that was lightning in the bottle, but you never know. But I certainly think the fandom has staying power and will be around for an extremely long time. Many decades to come. and vary, even if it changes form over time. And I definitely think we're growing, and we'll continue to grow. Even if it's unlikely we'll hit, like, golden age highs. But you never know, we can't predict the future. You've already fixed and cleaned client? Okay, good to hear you already got rid of it. Speaking of work, you have work today. Is that your way of saying you're leaving, or are you just saying that to say it? Either way, good luck at work. I think OGN would be fans aren't quite the same as G4 fans. I suppose that would make sense. The whole fandom would have had a different vibe before G5 and, like, actual Brony showed up. So I can totally see how that would be different. Well, was there sure about my sniffer being itchy? It literally just that, Nathan. What you see is what you get. My nose was itchy, and I complained about it on stream, and then I made a short of it. It was literally what you see is what you get, my man. There is no deeper meaning. I had an itchy nose, I complained about it on stream, I clipped it and made a short about it. Just saying you have work. Okay. Me too. That's why I stream in the mornings. Why was my sniffer itchy? I don't know. My nose was just itchy. That's what I was complaining about. There was no reason for my nose to be itchy in the video. I literally said in the video, and I quote, "Why nose itchy?" So I didn't know why my nose was itchy. It was just itchy. That was the entire problem. I didn't know, and there was no reason for it to be itchy. I should get like a snow crown or something. It was the outside. What, you think I'm scratching the outside of my nose? No, I'd be using a tissue for that. I would say, why is the inside of my nose itchy? Like, if you say nose, you're thinking about the outside of your nose. You're not thinking about your nose tubes. If it was specifically the inside of my nose, I would have specified, why is the inside of my nose itchy? I wouldn't have just called that nose. Nathan, why are you so fixated on this short? It is a simple short where my nose itched and I scratched at it and complained about it. I don't know why you're asking so many clarifying questions. It's literally as simple as it seems. What you saw is what you get. Let me do some of these trees. Nathan being nosy. That is a little funny pun. Be careful not to give out too much detail. Don't want to accidentally dox yourself. Alright, so we need more snow. Did Heart fix her snowman? Let's go find out. It was escaped a couple weeks ago. That's a lot of snow. It is a lot of snow. And we need even more. Because we planted cherry trees. So, and those aren't native, so I think it would make sense to transplant some coral. Because we haven't kept the landscape, completely natural. So I think adding some coral to the water is very plausible. So, you heard I like My Little Pony? I feel like that is not a very well-kept secret. No, Pierre, still escaped. I'm gonna go... I want to be clear that that had nothing to do with me. You can check my old VODs. I know you're joking. I like to take jokes literally because it's funny. What? Porno room? We gotta go buy more snow. Fuck yo, joint cooldown protection. I snow from this guy. Buy more snow? Yep. So the server has shops where you can buy items. And I have a crap ton of the server currency because I gave someone a material they needed and they massively overpaid me. Which was very nice of them. So that's how I get most of my materials. Why is snow 80 bits? Well, that was for an entire stack. It was 80 bits for an entire stack. I don't know, I don't set the server prices. I'm sure they have their reasons. Those server shops weren't always there. Like back in the day, you had to gather materials yourself, or buy materials from someone who gathered it themselves. That's how I built the wall around the Ponyberg and like the lengthy nether highway from the Ponyberg to spawn. I had to collect all those materials by hoof, because this was before the update that added in all those vendors. Back in my day, it was a lot harder and you had to do everything by hoof. There ain't none of these fancy schmancy vendors everywhere. Of course, I do take part in them fairly frequently. They're very useful, so I don't have to be out collecting snow myself. It makes projects go a lot faster than they did back in the day. Ever heard of Clydesdale horses? Of course I have. They're pretty famous. I am definitely not a Clydesdale. Why are my eyes drooping? Maybe I'm just relaxed. Hey, let me... What type of horse am I? Blue Pegasus. I am from Cloudsdale. Not all Pegasi are from Cloudsdale. Not all Pegasi are from Cloudsdale. I guess I can be born in a lot of different places. Cloudsdale's just one city. Horse is not falling asleep. Horse is just yawning a little. Yeah, it's a battle cry. I think those are all the... I think that's all the horse breeds that just begin with A. Like, those are just the ones that begin with A. You got not even all the other letters of the alphabet. You're not even done. Oh, boy. But you're on W. You're on AW. What could come after that? Let me sip some water. Oh, the snowflakin's a battlefish. It feels like it. Oh, hell yeah, antonym. Let me... Ugh. My body just tried to yawn as I tried to drink water at the same time. I had to like really hold in to not dribble down my chin. Hi, General Rider! You're just in time for antonym. Oh, wait a minute, hang on. There was a key jangle redeem. There was a key jangle redeem a while ago. We never did. Hang on. Before antonym, here's the key jangle. I can't believe it. I missed it the entire redeem. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Here's your key jangles. Here's your key jangles. Oh, and I dropped it. Key jangles! Key. Key. Here we go, 500 wins. Yeah! Yeah, I figured there was a character limit stopping you. Now remember, I did adjust the audio delay, so I should sync up better with the music, but let me know if you notice anything significantly off. I messaged some pony over Tumblr last night. She said, bar X3, so it's true love at first sight. The one mechanic, wait, head of the class, I'm still 20%, so get your head out your ass. I'm the antonym of the internet, still cleaning up the viruses that you had left. I think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you hear the yay. I'm the antonym of the internet, finding all new grounds over if my love is valid. Got the cynicism with the colors fly. Don't care you think it's cringe because it's not your life. She said, do you like waffles? I said, hell yeah. Been watching Equals 3 until 2 a.m. I ain't got no iPhone, but I got a DS. With new keychain of Pinky, her cupcakes are the best. I've been failing my classes, cause I don't give a damn. They say the world is my oyster, but the free market's a scam. Everything's been changing since last generation was born, and they won't try to take and change is a two-edged sword. Yeah, I think I'm too cozy, chat. I think I'm too, like, nice and cozy, and that's why I keep yawning. Oh well, better too cozy than not cozy enough. On the internet, still cleaning up the viruses that you had left. I think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you boop boop. I'm the antonym of the internet. I'm fighting all new things over if my love is valid. Off the cynicism, let the colors fly. Don't care you think it's cringe because it's not your line. It's never too late to fall in love with the world. Your past is not today, so stay in stride with the twirl. Yeah, we've all made mistakes before, that's a fact of life. You restitch your heart and it'll be just fine. Know what your life, you say it's all mine. All mine. Revel in your friends and hobbies, let your heart speak. When drifters listen, should just block that internet free. I'm the antonym of the internet, still cleaning up the viruses that you had left. I think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you boo boo. I'm the antonym of the internet, been fighting all new grounds over if my love is valid. Fuck the cynicism, let the colors fly. Don't care you think it's cringe because it's not your life. Bum bum ba-dum, bum bum ba-dum, bum bum ba-dum, bum 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 bum. I need more taters. Do 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 do. Oh shit! There's been opponents with weapons right afterwards. Stretch. Rubbed at my hands. Hopefully that'll help me stay a little more aware. It's 4:27 in the afternoon. 20 minutes text from you. I'm sorry, we're up all night getting friendly with each other. I miss you, it's magic. Staring at the mirror, gonna smile, smile. Don't be late, we got plans. It's time to start a fucking riot, riot. I'm so tired, I'm keeping myself in a box. And I just really don't care, but your voice in the air tonight. I wanna fall in love with every pony. We're gonna set the streets alight. Everything's so fucked and I'm tired of being scared. So let's get out and fuck up Equestria. Fuck the mandated monarchy. Our world now, we'll go fast. Hi, Captain Shadow. Currently 29 extinct breeds of horse. How did they go extinct? Did people just stop breeding them? Or were they wild? Or step off, or we're gonna get cut. We ain't got time for your bigoted rot. This is genuine and shadow, no you're not hot. This was just the consequence of the hatred you brought. All we need is some laughter, the world is on fire and we're at the center of it all. We'll make out till the sun sets, and we'll do grind till we get dead. And I just really don't care, put your hooves in the air tonight. I wanna fall in love with every pony. We're gonna set the streets alight. Everything's so fucked and I'm tired of being scared. So let's get out and fuck up Equestria. Fuck the mandated monarchy. Our world now, roll now, our world now. I don't know what the future holds. We'll figure it all out in time. Extinct breeds probably got mixed out of existence. Suppose that makes some sense. Not something uncommon to see. All right. And I just really don't care. Put your hooves in the air tonight. I wanna fall in love with every pony. We're gonna set the streets alight. Everything's so fucked and I'm tired of being scared. So let's get out and fuck up Equestria. Fuck the mandated monarchy. Our world now, our world now. Man, I really must be too cozy. I am just like, or maybe it's because I successfully woke up at 6 a.m. and that's consequences. But I got a little over 6 hours of sleep. I went to bed before midnight. Or maybe I just am that cozy. Come on, buddy. You reached 6.9k points. Nice. I'm awake. Hang on, I gotta do the thing. I'm alive. Ah, I put out my headphones. Dang it. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert. I'm alert, awake, alive. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert. I'm alert, awake, alive. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert. I'm alert, awake, alive. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert. I'm alert, awake, alive. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic. That actually does genuinely help. I guess it's gonna be the first dog breed that goes extinct from just breeding. I mean, what if they change the definition of the breed? Because they're trying to breed healthier pugs. But they could just change the definition of pug to include the healthy pugs. But are we sure there's gonna be like 0 pugs? I know people are trying to breed healthier pugs. But that doesn't mean that the demand for the normal pugs is 0. So I don't know if they'll truly disappear completely from being bred. Or a new subspecies? Isn't the subspecies still part of the main species? So that would mean pugs aren't extinct. Like it's not like separate species, it's subspecies. Whoop. I need more snow. Hi, Flatters. Fuck yo, cooldown protection. The modern pug looks so different to the current. Right. Like if that was a pug, and what we have now is a pug, then why can't what people are breeding to be healthier also be a pug? Like if the old pug is a pug, and the modern pug is a pug, why can't the new pug also be a pug? So I wouldn't call that extinct. Can I sing? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hooves. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hooves. If you're happy and you know it, and your face will really show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hooves. There you go, but that makes you happy. Oh, I gotta put the music back. A breed of pug is gonna be extinct? Then I don't know if that would be the first one to go extinct then. There would have to be others. Honestly, breeds aren't really real to begin with. They were always like pseudoscience. They were always kind of made up human classification. There's not really that much scientific backing to breeds. So all the terminology we have around it, we're kind of guesstimating at anyway, of like where one ends and one begins. I'm awake. My eyes were not drooping. My eyes were not drooping. There was no drooping eyes occurring. Nope, nothing at all. 0 eye droopage occurring. I'm just so alert and so awake and other things. Yes. This music really slaps. How do I keep placing him in the wrong spots? Placing doubles. I am not sleepy. I am not falling out of sleep. I am incredibly awake. Yes. Key jingles, fine. I'm gonna put the key jingles to put me to sleep. Just don't look at him. Just don't look at them while they jangle, it's fine. Just don't look at them. Just jangle and forget about everything else. Just jangle. There. I'm gonna rub up my eyeballs again and see if that helps. I'm just too cozy, chat. We've reached critical levels of cozy. I I'd probably lay down in bed and go back to bed. Oh. But I am streaming. I'm not actually all that tired. I can stay awake. Like, I wouldn't need to sleep. I would just see sleep as an option. Cozy loading. I've cozy maxed without even meaning to. Happens to me all the time. Missing a leaf. Keep accidentally placing blocks, I don't mean to. Oh wait. What is the cozy manner? Apparently a shawl. I'm wearing a shawl today. You can't see it. It's an invisible magic shawl, so that it doesn't mess up the rest of my outfit. But like the shawl, I wonder if that's what's doing it. I am so awake. Why are my eyes drooping? I did not sign up for this. You can't just sneaky button to expect me to get rid of my shawl. It's an invisible shawl, so I wouldn't even have to take it off for a naked button, so the point is moot. I just have to look naked to you guys. God, my eyes. Why am I tired? I'm not tired. I'm not tired. My brain is just fucked. Stare at outside. Stare at the sunlight. Stare at the sunlight out the window. Stare. Focus your eyes. Your eyeballs work. They are not drooping. There is not drooping. So excited for your birthday coming up? Heck yeah. Hope you get all your birthday wishes. I'm gonna drink some water. Maybe that'll help. Rose, I want to keep going. I gotta keep going. But my eyes, they are drooping something fierce. And I don't know why. I did not sign up for the eye droops. Well, maybe I should get some chocolate. That's what I always did, isn't it? Chocolate has caffeine in it and other stuff and like sugar. So that ought to put my... Hang on. I'm gonna go grab a couple of squares of chocolate. That should get my energy up. I'll be right back, chat. It won't take me more than a minute. Behave yourselves! Alright, I'm back, and I've got my squares of chocolate. Time for sugar and theobromide to perk me right up. What are you guys doing? So first you talk about how divers... Come on, guys! I said I'd be gone for a minute! I said I'd be gone for like a minute! You're getting Helldivers too? Awesome! You're gonna mush every bug with your hooves. Yes! A wonderful contribution to democracy. For these in less than a month, happy early birthday! Splashing water in your eyes? Maybe, the chocolate should help. The sugar and the theobromides in the chocolate should perk you right up. Theobromides are very, very similar to caffeine. Ooh, you can watch the sunset while I nibble. It'll take a little while for it to kick in, but it'll really help, I found. I may also have to poop later. I've also found that it makes me more likely to poop. Worthy sacrifice, though. Very necessary. So my ear infection is like mostly healed by now, right? That hasn't really bothered me for a couple days. I'm still supposed to take the medicine. Originally, when it was at its peak, like, you know, chewing hurt a lot. And while I can eat normally now, especially when I'm biting into something tough, on the side where you know, the ear infection was where it was hurting, I can still feel uncomfortable to chew on that side. Maybe all that stuff just takes longer to heal? I don't know. No, but like dark chocolate, like it can make you poop. It's like the theobromides, the caffeine-like stuff. It can like make you more likely to poop. See, my eyes are already wide open. It's already working. Could also be the placebo effect. But look, my eyes ain't drooping anymore, and I'll take it. Mostly because I got up and walked around to get the chocolate. Who doesn't like pooping? People with chronic diarrhea and constipation. Probably those people. But I love pooping. Pooping is great. I've generally found that, like, sometimes when I'm in like a bad mood, especially if I'm anxious or something, a good poop will, at least half the time, often relieve it. Like, I'm in a bad mood, I feel like I gotta poo, I go poo, and I feel so much better afterwards. Love a good poop. Panic poops. When I was a kid, I did used to have panic. I told you guys about the scary poops, right? I know I told you guys about the scary poops a couple weeks ago. Specifically remember telling you guys about that. What are you hearing? What? Do you disagree? Do you disagree with the assessment that poops are enjoyable? Answer the question! Do you disagree with the assessment? Scary poops are the poops that come out of nowhere? No. Those are the panic attacks I used to have as a child when I was constipated and trying to use the toilet. Like full on, I didn't even know what a panic attack was, so I just called them scary poops, but like full-on physical symptoms, like teeth chattering, like everything. I don't really get them anymore, because I'm more in control of that, more in control of, I guess, my emotions, you could say? But, like, it was really the bane of my existence as a child. It was really shit when it happened. Pun half intended. Food. I did just nibble on some chocolate. Hi, Rebel. I became a bowl master. I suppose I did master my fears in a way. morning. Went to bed before midnight. Managed to get up at 6 a.m. Start stream on time at 9 a.m. So I am feeling pretty good. Gotta love the dubstep. Literally shit talk. Made really good progress today. Got a fair bit more time to keep making progress. Nothing like a good shit talk. Even Barrel Master, not Bowl Master. I just went with it because toilet bowl, and I assumed that's what you meant. Drooping a little bit again. I just gotta wait for the theobromides and the sugar to kick in. Maybe it's kicking in already. So I'm not drooping quite as much as before. I like that car alarm sound. It's so distinct. Okay. We need more snow. Or portal room. I hate you, cooldown protection. Why would I not run right towards the portal I know I need? It's the alarm of the turrets in Half-Life 2. Is it? Huh. Gotta blow my nose. Sometimes sugary things will make my nose run a little bit. Don't know if it was today this time though. Film gone crazy with those crazy eyes? What? No, these aren't crazy eyes. These are my crazy eyes, you silly. These are my crazy eyes. Don't get them mixed up. Don't get them mixed up. It's very dangerous. For you, not for me. So have you guys noticed anything with the audio today? Because I feel like as I sing along to so many of these songs, the fact that I have delayed the audio a little bit so it matches what I actually be singing to it better. I feel like it would be the most noticeable here. Have you guys actually noticed any difference at all? For better or for worse? When it comes to like my voice syncing with the gameplay or the sounds? I've been sounding good. Always have. Can't listen to me when I'm doing Minecraft Snow. I've been sounding good. Okay. I think I've been possessed. I love this feeling. To put to the test. Shadow puppets in the mirror. It's getting clear. Hoof to hoof, it's easy. Pass around and feel free. My voice sounds okay. You keep hearing a horse. Help me get grooving. It's not really about what my voice sounds like. It's the timing of my voice in relation to like the music and the sounds that I adjusted. It should be a lot closer to reality now, and I should like sync up with music I'm singing to better. Oh no. Good times are here. You don't think it should be sent? What shouldn't be sent? Did I miss something? I mean, I always miss something, but more than usual? Oh, I see it. Yeah, the auto mod blocked it for the word cocaine. I do have the word cocaine manually blocked. I mean, you're not in trouble, but I'm also not going to approve your message. See, it didn't show up on Restream, it only showed up on Twitch. So yeah, I'm not approving that message. But you're not in trouble for it as well. And whenever you want, I like that part of the song. Like, if there isn't really a circumstance where I can think of a reasonable use of a word in chat, and all the uses I can think of would be kind of inappropriate, I will often just ban it. How many times did people spam cocaine for the word to be banned? It wasn't really spammed, it was just used, I think, at some point. And I didn't want it to be used. It doesn't have to be spammed, it's just a word that was probably used at one point, and I didn't like the message someone sent, and I was like, well, if I just ban that word, I won't have to deal with it anymore. A bird is tweeting around me? Yeah, that's a normal background noises. I have one of my mods that has background noises. It adds so much atmosphere, for real. I am not a bird, I am a horse. I just happen to have wings. You could say bird-horse, but I'm not just a bird. I don't have a beak, I have a muzzle. Shut your gosh dang trap. You're one of my mods, you dislike the birds. Well, I like them. That's why I have them. I have them because I like them. I mean, don't know how you just noticed them now. I've had this same mod, and for like probably a few months now, and I had a similar mod before that. Like, you're probably just noticing it because I actually asked you guys to like listen. This one bird. You're probably noticing it because I actually asked you guys to listen because I told you about some of the changes I made, which made you notice the bird. You have now perceived the bird. Oh, Snow Winters! Thank you for raiding in! Hello, raiders! How you guys doing? What are you guys up to on stream? Pool raid! Hell yeah! Hope you guys had fun. What were you guys doing? Hi, Karamaki-chan! Doing water park simulator. Hell yeah, that's right up my alley. I happen to be a water horse. Or a swim horse, depends what you want to call me. My special talent is swimming. That's what my cutie mark is on my shirt here. It's like a life preserver with 2 blue wings. I'm a lifeguard, swim teacher, and professional competitive swimmer, so that's right up my alley. Was it like an actually decent water park, or was it a god-awful water park because funny? Secretly, I will play water park simulation later. You say that as if I have free time off-stream to play games. You say that as if I actually have free time like that. God, I wish. Isn't gonna $1 million your park is something I've ever seen before, as in you are not allowed to talk about it without your lawyers. Ah, so god-awful for the funnies. When I'm on stream, I won't say never, because I am trying to introduce some fresh blood into my streams. With some new games, but slowly, you know, a little bit at a time. Currently working on Hidden Folks, and we finish that, and I have something else in mind. We'll figure out what I want to do after that. I probably want to go through the games I already own first. I keep an eye on free games on multiple platforms, so I have a whole bunch of free games I can play. Like, not games that normally be free, games that like went free temporarily as like a special promo. I've been collecting them for a couple years now, so I do have a pretty good collection I can choose from. So I'd probably want to mostly play those instead of having to buy additional games, unless there was something I really, really wanted to play. Think it would be good for me as a water horse? I mean, we could also just play Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. Like, if you want a water game, we could just play Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. Whole park is ran by like 3 people, a repairman, a cleaner, lifeguard, ticket, stalker, salesman, and so on. Only 3 people? As a lifeguard myself, absolutely horrific. Water park, water horse. Again, I'd probably just pick Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. I was a security guard. So how does the game work? Do you actually, like, does the game actually have consequences for running your park poorly? Or is it kind of like a sandbox, do whatever you want type situation? No, I'm not the one who gets turned into a duck. You watch the rubber ducks. You watch the rubber ducks, and that's the entire game. No, really, that's the entire game. It's no case, let's do it badly or have accidentally hit someone with a hammer. Did you, like, drop it on their head? Or were they like holding the nail still for you when you missed? Make for the best rubber duck? Oh, fuck's sake. This is another way for you to call me a bird, isn't it? You can hit, hitting people with a hammer is a mechanic in the game. Ah, I don't know why that's relevant, but if I guess it's a thing, it's a thing. I suppose smacking people with a hammer does have some appeal. But also, like, when I play those types of games, I like to be an actual, like, decent owner, so I don't know if I'd really end up hitting people with a hammer, you know? If I wouldn't even end up doing it, is it really a pull for me? The NPC walked in front of you while repairing. Oh no, that's so ridiculous. So it can happen totally accidentally. Oh, Pegasus I make for perfect rubber ducks? Bruh. What to feel? I might kick in a little more. My eyes are going back to drooping a little bit. Let me land real quick. Refill my flight meter while I rub my eyes. I don't know if that helped much. You also have to chase away perverts, stalkers, and cheaters? This is a game about water parks, right? I feel like there's significantly more issue there than a real-life water park. I don't know if I want to be playing a game with this character specifically labeled as perverts. Oh, so wait, in the distance, is that a frog light underground? See, now I have to investigate. Is there a cave nearby, White? It's a frog light underground. Is there a cave nearby? Oh, so somebody made a build here. Is this always here, or is this new? Literally never come across it before. Huh, I half wonder if we should extend the path out to here, but it might ruin their aesthetics, so maybe not. Then some. Oh! This is an area. It didn't spawn perfectly, I don't think. Oh, maybe this is fine. This is one of those randomly spawned, like, villager areas. Like, it's, server generated. I'm forgetting the name for it. Automatically generated? Raid message. Hello, Siono. Sione Z? Is that how you pronounce it? Sione Z? Some guy's gonna take pictures of I can tell you more than happy to invoke sweet justice. I mean, I get it, especially in a video game. But also, I'm a little alarmed that this is such a major mechanic in the game. Apparently it happens that often. Generate a structure, that's it. Thank you, LimeWire, that's the word. Oh, there's a villager pony. I think it's stuck. Oh, there's this carpet there. Mouse carpet is there on purpose, okay. So it's literally in bed right now. Hey, no, you're not gonna harass my buddy here. Leave him alone. At least they're targeting me and not them. Better not stay here too long so not too many zombos get called over. Is it really just 2 chests? I was expecting more chests. Yeah, there are actually villagers here. guess there was only 2 chests. Kinda cool though. Oh, it's an actual village here. Time to get sidetracked! Chat, you know what time it is? It's time to get sidetracked! Yay! Oh, someone made a day. Yay! Oh, it's on the water. It's very cute. Oh, somebody's claimed this village, it seems. Are there no villagers? Looks like somebody might have broken the chests, which is dumb. Don't break chests on the server. They regen loot. Well, I do still have beds. There are still villagers. There's still a bell.
Hi.
It does seem like someone has broken all of the chests.
Oh. Hey.
Chest regen loot, people. Don't break them. Someone definitely went through and broke all the chests.
Hi.
Village Water? Yeah, someone claimed this and just named it Village_Water. Oh, there's someone built like a little home here. Wait, oh, I'm willing to bet this is another generated structure that decided to be in the middle of the water for some reason. How do I get inside? Is there a door? So I don't want to break it. It's a very nice structure. I guess this is clearly the front door. Are you meant to dig inside? I remember when these blocks are... Oh, there's a spawner here. Let's deal with him. There we go. Let's clean the place up a little bit. Is there anything in here? I wait for the cobwebs to fade. Cobwebs are so annoying. Underneath? No, there's no entrance underneath. It's supposed to be flush with the ground. The spawn was definitely bugged. Get rid of all these cobwebs because they really wreak havoc with my wings. Did I actually make the Angon Casio? You are definitely losing your mind. I have the My Little Pony texture pack. Sorry, not that. I have the Love and Tolerance texture pack, which is My Little Pony themed. So it's definitely all in your head, and you are crazy. Just so you know. Show you the village golem? Bruh, you saw it earlier. I ain't going back just to show you. You could just download the texture pack yourself. You saw a blue hoodie? No. They're meant to look like Iron Will. They're made to look like Iron Will. You frickin' numpty. There we go. Cleared out for the next person who wants to come by. He has the funny face? Hey, who are you calling funny? There we go. Space clean, potentially for the next person. Which block was here? Was it... Let me check my own VOD. Back when I broke it. Okay, so I went... That there. That there. Put everything back the way I found it. I just want to explore. Like, the more you look around, the more you find. It's crazy how big the area really is. Like, all these new biomes, there's so much to find. See, look, there's something here. There's just stuff everywhere. So we can just fly off in a random direction and find so much stuff and get so distracted. Look at that jungle biome. And look at this. There's just so much stuff everywhere. It's so easy to get sidetracked, but also so much fun. Outpost map. Are we anywhere near it? No. Maybe on one axis, but not the other. We could go looking for it, I guess. So that would be north, right? So it would be in this direction. Look how close it really is. Look, and there's like another, like, funky cliff village. Ooh, and cherry biome and bamboo. Like, look at all this. So many funky custom biomes, and it's so pretty. Oh, those are zombie ponies, aren't they? Oh no, that's a witch. You're a witch, so I'll deal with you. No, those are pillagers, aren't they? Those are not zombie villagers. Darn webs. Let me get my regen back. See with this fucker. Oh, there you are. Is that everyone? That guy, oh, he's still summoning the damn Terraspite things. I didn't even, like... Come at me, bitches. guys are annoying. I guess it makes sense to make them paraspites. Why are you all backing away? You gonna die or let me kill you? Buckhead, get over here! I'm gonna dig into here so I can kill him, because he's annoying. Can't attack. There. Look at all this. Get rid of these dams. Get rid of all this damned cobweb. For anyone else's wings who might be passing by. Oh, what the fuck? Where? There's like one paraspite that's still harassing. Oh, there was a lever you're supposed to pull. Or maybe it doesn't work. Long face maybe, but not funny. Very serious bone. Yeah, so serious. So serious. Fuck these cobwebs. All cobwebs should get disassembled. I get rid of all the cobwebs for the sake of the next explorer who comes through here. Fuck cobwebs. They get you from such a distance. Anything else I'm missing? Okay, nothing in that furnace. Empty that. Check in there. Empty that. Empty this. Does this button do anything? No. Still feels like this is supposed to open it, but there's no pistons for some reason. I definitely think you're meant to, like, take these, so... This is basically meant to be treasure, and you're meant to take it with you. Decide if I want to take anything else from here. Hey, go away, you spooner. This ain't your dungeon. How am I doing? So I'm doing good, Wolf Tech. I'm doing good. Supposed to be placing snow, but instead I explored a bit. Nothing wrong with a bit of an explore. Shit, not one of you fucks. You know what? Maybe that's a sign to just leave that alone and explore the rest of the area. Yay! Dear goodness gracious. You can just stay in there as far as I care. Alright, not much going on here. Oh, there is one chest here. Keep moving down. I am taking this. Oh, was there potentially a pot on that other cart? There was. Mine. Like it was mine, all mine. Stopping destiny. Looks like the road continues to head this way. I wonder if there's any buildings over this way. Cause yeah, the road. No, wait, that's just gravel. That's not road. That's just part of the. That's just part of the biome. Let me look inside this big building. Big building. So cozy in here. There we go. Pot. Pot. Carrots. Anything else? There's some pumpkins, so leave those. Charcoal in the smoker. Ah, full inventory again. Go. Wait. There we go. There's a berry bush in there that's definitely going to prick you when you're asleep. Hello. Ah, shit. Oh, I think it's not supposed to be growing in here. I bet that's a bug. Let me deal with that then. Now. Pot. Hello, there's gotta be more than just that. The stairs looked a lot bigger. I expected a bigger structure. Oh, geez, pig jump scare. Now what about this? I suppose it just is that small. Oh, bitch-ass creeper. Alright, let's see if we can find where this map was leading. Definitely, it says to head north, so let's keep heading north. See if we get close to it anytime soon. Well, let's do diagonal. So it'll also lead us closer to it itself. That really is pointing somewhere quite far away. Oh, here we go. I'm actually showing up on the map. Here we go. Here we go. It should be right over here according to this map. It's a very zoomed out map. Should should be on top of it any moment now. Oh, my big fat head's in the way. You can't see it. Here, now you can see it. Now my big fat head's not in the way. Could have told me my big fat head was in the way too. Really? This is a pillager outpost? This house? Wait, it's more directing me over here. Saying there's a pillager outpost right here, but all I see are a couple of what look like villager buildings. I guess we'll have to investigate? A bunch of pillagers come rushing out, we'll know why. Does look a little like a pillager. Wait, nope. Yep, pillager structure. Or maybe it's right next to some villagers. I should save them. Okay, get out of here, fuckos. Let's get this off the screen. That back in my offhand so I can see. Okay, we killed that guy, nothing to worry about. Oh, there's a trapped iron golem in here. Let's free the poor guy. There you go, buddy. There you go. Don't know which way he'd want to exit, but there you go. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, and now they're gonna fight him. So there's still a few guys in here, and these guys will fight him. I hear someone casting magic, and he's gonna be dead from my hooves soon. Some Vexes. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's not a Vex. That's one of the nice ones, isn't it? Can you heal it? I'm going home for a healing potion. I fucked that up. Hang on, hang on. I think I have slash potions of healing in my house. That was my fault. I got them confused with the guys who were attacking me earlier. Hang on, I have a splash potion of healing at my house. That was my fuck up. I thought I had splash potions of healing. This guy can make splash potions. And it goes so slow. There we go. Pop these back in. Let's heal this poor guy. I know, I'm sorry. Hey, hold still, I got a healing thing. Perfect. There you go. That should do it. I'm very sorry for that. Break down all these cage bars. There's more of them in here. I got them. Out for you, buddies. Yeah, I forget what they're called. But I think those are those like allays? Because it makes everything into ponies. It's hard to remember who's what. left in here? I think I've opened up most of the cages. Yeah, I think that opens up all the cages. I'm gonna steal his flag. Oh, there you are, you bitch. Now let's just clear out the rest of this area. Oh, you just spawned here. Dickhead. Oh wow, did they summon all of them to here? So they know we're here now. I've been trying to escape from this stupid fucking place I call love. Ooh, boy, won't you show me how to live? I've been under a rock since I was a fillet. Ooh, oh, buddy, do you remember? Oh, there's more cages over here. Hey, no you don't! Stay away from those breezies. Nothing to do. Just wanna talk to you. It's been practice, practice, practice. Recital coming up. 'Cause I don't really give a fuck. Ooh, Bonnie, won't you show me how to live? I've been under a rock since I was a fillet. Ooh, oh, Bonnie, do you remember who I am? Oh no, oh Bonnie, 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 Bonnie. I think they're actually buried in. You're stuck in my head. Take courageous reach ups to get this whole facade. Please just call me back. Oh, oh. Let's just get together. Be alright. This is like a prison camp. So sad. Oh, somebody stealing your flags too. He killed one. Didn't mean to pick that up. Just trying to break the bars. Let me rewind a little bit. I love this part of this song. The letters I sent, I left them on your desk when we were young. I felt this way for a really long time. When I was so scared, so scared. Or who am I when I like tonight? I wish it were easy to tell you the moments I face when I sleep at night. I just want to look after you. You really hold you instead. I remember. So let me try again. Let me live again. Oh, there's a straight up lava up there. It's even to have, like, literally built into a cave here. You think my singing is amazing? Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. I have been taking singing lessons. I definitely still think there's a lot better I could get. Gotten myself lost. So look in that building. That's the edge. I just raided this building. These aren't buildings, these are like the edges of the thing. This would be the main building then. Take their coal. There's a trapdoor, but it don't lead nowhere. Like if I dig... Oh, it's mud. It just leads into the cave below. There's nothing here. That's just part of the natural generations. There's a trapdoor to nowhere. Kinda funny, though. Just like in the other building, there was a second floor to nowhere. Oh, I got a goat horn. Yay! Let's look over here. There's also this building right over here. Looks friendly.
Hi.
Yeah, that's friendly.
Hi.
Class is done and you are back. Yay! Probably shouldn't be holding an axe. That's not very friendly. Inventory emptying. You get so many different things from like raiding these places. A village map? The plot thickens. So much to explore. Alright, nothing here, just some bookshelves. I'll leave those. Checking up above. I wondered if there was any chances of chests being left there. Nope, no chests. Another one of these. Another one of those. This is more of a storage area, it seems. It's got mostly pumpkins. Did I look in the back area? I did. Hey, idiot! Why would you let in the zombie? Close the door behind you, numpty. Did she literally...
Hi.
She's the one who left the door open, not me.
La la la.
Village map? Where does this go?
La la la.
So that's so far away, I'm not even on the map, so... It would take a very long time to find. Alright, we have hit the 3-hour mark, and I do want to have all that extra time before work. So I think we're gonna get ready to end it now. It's always fun to have a nice explore, right? And I'm sorry, because I know Glaybloom just got back, but at least I got to hang out for a few minutes. Oh, hang on, I need an unscheduled stretching, man. Oh, man. There we go. Right, let's say bye to everybody on the server. We got a lot done today. Even if we spent the last bit of the server fucking around. Still got a whole bunch done. You know, we need a little fucking around sometimes. I it's kind of high ping today. Alright. Let's figure out who we're gonna raid into. Who's live? You knew about time to enter class is over. At least you're back just in time for the raid. Yeah! Okay, raid channel. Not a lot of people are live right now. So yeah, let's go say hi to Epi again. Thank you, stream water horse. Glad you had fun. Thank you, Piggy. As usual, Epi has epilepsy, be mindful, and maybe don't use animated emotes. Oh, someone just raided in, so now we get to do a double raid. Alright, Twitch people, we're gonna raid. Radiant is live? I didn't see him. I think he'd only just start. I didn't see him when I looked at people to raid. Well, we've already set up to raid Epi, so we'll just say hi to Epi. She is a horse. She is a pony. Alright, Twitch people, we're gonna raid. Everyone else, have a nice day. And also, when I say who we're gonna raid, it's a rhetorical question. I don't actually want suggestions. Who I raid is my own decision. Thanks for coming, everyone. I hope you all had as much fun as I did. And I'll see everyone whenever you can join me next.